Hi guys, and thanks for joining me. I'm excited today to share one of the old ones. This is one of the reoccurring issues that a lot of people have, whether it's entrepreneurs, whether it's business leaders, whether it's aspiring young people who are building their career. It's called the imposter syndrome. That's right, the imposter syndrome. It's where you believe that you are not entitled to be where you are at this moment. That you've come to this point and somehow you haven't yet been found out. And I'm excited to share this because it's come from one of the contributors to my website, justincaffrey.com, where I love to pick up on ideas and topics that you guys would like me to talk to build story around them, to share ideas, to help us as a tribe, to try and find better ways to be healthier and happier in our mind, body, and soul. So thank you to Claire for sharing this one topic. And here's the thing, this is how it plays out. You spend your time looking over your shoulder, constantly thinking, is somebody going to figure out I'm a fraud? Going through most of my entrepreneurial life thereafter, I always had the same issue with this imposter syndrome. It was always a reoccurring theme in my life. We're always thinking about, will I be found out? And remember, if you've watched some of my other videos where we discuss news and avoiding negative news constantly, taking a break from news, in many ways, the imposter syndrome is about the news in your head. It's taking a break from the negative narrative that you have playing in your head, the stuff that is saying, you can't do this, you're going to get found out, soon they will find you. So what we need to be able to do is to change the news in our head, to change the tape in our head. So we must have something to counteract this negative news. We must have an alternative message that we can tell ourselves. So it's time to build another narrative. Have 4 or 5 things that you can use, that you can call upon when the imposter syndrome strikes, when the negative voices in your head start to call into question. Why are you here? You don't deserve this. You're going to be found out. I want you to be able to have your script ready, to have those memories of previous successes. Remember, I made it through school. I was successful through school. I made it through university. I qualified through university. I was successful. I attained my degree. I made it through my first job. I struggled when I was on lower incomes, but then I got promoted and I got another promotion and I kept moving up the ladder. I became more successful as time went on. I have worked hard for this. I have taken additional work home. I have studied outside of hours. I've gained further qualifications. These are the building blocks that you need to be able to create so that when that negative news cycle comes in here, you've already got something that you can use to counteract the negativity. Make sure that it's ready. It needs to be click and turn it on so that you instantly avoid the fake news. Because it's the fake news that the negative voices in your head will tell you about. It's the fake news that the negative voices will bring into your mind to try and tell you that you should stop. And if you allow yourself to stop, if you allow your mind to win this, you will create a glass ceiling. You will create a point at which you cannot get past because your mind has stepped in and decided, no, you're not going to be able to do this. So you must be able to not only make sure you avoid the glass ceiling, but smash it, push through it, and create the script that allows you to push through it. Create the narrative that you can bring into your day, to your mind, to your moment, to stop the negative voices, to stop the imposter syndrome. Because you know what? The imposter syndrome is bullshit. You're here. You're in this moment. You've got to this point and you've achieved it. The only thing you need to do right now is to keep going that way, to maintain your momentum and to keep driving forward, not to be brought into a situation where you feel you have to look right or left or think about it. Successful people drive forward all the time. Do not get drawn into narratives that may detract them from being the best version that they can be. And you too can have exactly the same outcome. You too can achieve this. But you gotta step into this crafty little mind. You've gotta beat the mind. This is so important in the context of how you achieve inner peace and harmony. If you've already built in some mindful practices, or if you're meditating every day, then the imposter syndrome is something that you can really control because you're able to quieten down the negative voices in your head. Meditation and being mindful quietens down the voices. For me, I'm always just here, clear, and in this moment. I'm talking to you guys right now. I'm not thinking about anything else. And that's through meditation and the constant practice on work on myself. So remember the key lessons here. Create the list, the 4 or 5 things that you can remember, successes of the past that can help you when the imposter syndrome strikes. Also, remember to build mindful and meditation practices. Go to my website, justincaffrey.com, where you can find lots of hints and tips around creating more mindful and meditation practices. There's some guided meditations on there as well to help you start. Think about what it is that you want to achieve going forward, and remember, you're not going to get trapped by this glass ceiling. That's not going to happen to you. You're better than that, and you know you are. If you've come to this point, and if you're watching this video, it's already because you have found success and you want more. You're aspiring to be a better version of you. And if you're in that mindset, then you can achieve it. You just have to take control of the voices in your head. So please like and share this content. Share it with your colleagues, with your friends, with your family. Put it up on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you can share it on LinkedIn. I really appreciate it.